my travel addicts and foodie buddies, as promised in the first two parts of the Pondicherry series, in this last part I will show you some hidden gems that you won't find in any other regular Pondicherry vlog. Plus you'll see where we stayed and get some essential Pondicherry travel tips you need to know by the end of the video. So stay tuned till the end. Let's begin with Sadhana Forest. A very special place in Auroville, Sadhana Forest is built on 70 acres of barren land which is now a food forest home to 29,000 plus plants. The Sadhana Forest project also worked on water conservation which resulted in 6 meters rise in the underground water level here. I'm excited. Let's go in! This is the main hut of Sadhana Forest, where all the residents get together for community events. When you visit, they will happily teach you all the sustainable practices they have been following for years and so much more. That's one of the residents showing us how even the water they use for washing their hands goes out to the land. They don't have any taps and use biodegradable soaps so that everything goes back to the trees and forests. So cool, right? You can live here for free in return for volunteer work. And did I tell you everyone in the Sadhana Forest community is vegan? If you want to have a taste of the Auroville lifestyle and experience it yourself, a stay at this revolutionary Sadhana Forest is a great way to meet fellow vegans and bond with them. Look at this doggo. After we petted him, he came with us till the end of Sadhana Forest to drop us off. Alright, next we are going to show you Solitude Farm Cafe in Auroville, where most of the ingredients are organically grown right here and you can literally dine in the midst of the forest. The place was started by a man called Krishna McKenzie who came from the UK and settled in Auroville to bring in a food revolution. The cafe serves the fixed vegan thali of the day with simple and healthy yet tasty dishes made from their fresh seasonal produce. They also offer some much needed coolers and ice creams to beat the Pondicherry heat. We tried the hibiscus and blue pea flower coolers which were super fresh and refreshing. Each and everything on this thali was a reminder of home and our deep connection with nature. It had a banana stem sambar, 2 curries, a delicious salad, fresh jackfruit pieces, millet dosa and a bowl of varagu millet. Okay, next is a lovely Asian eatery we discovered while walking in White Town and it turned out to be so good. We started with momos and a delicious pina colada. For main course, we had Thai curry with steamed rice and it was so soothing, hearty and delectable. Obviously, at restaurants like these that don't offer marked vegan options, you need to request the serving staff not to add dairy in your food. Another evening in White Town, we stopped at the Villa Shanti for some herbal tea. The ambience was so cool, like most places in Pondicherry. We ordered some hot carrot pakodas because that's the only vegan snack they had. And of course, thoroughly enjoyed that warm tea because we were there during the rainy season this time. Now this is another must-visit restaurant if you're looking for beachside eateries with great Asian food. It offers a beautiful rooftop seating with clear view of the ocean, which is obviously more visible in the day than in the night. But you can enjoy the lovely breeze at all times. We had burnt garlic fried rice with stir-fried veggies and garlic sauce, sticky rice pudding with Thai mango and some veg sushi. All of them were fab. Alright, now let's see where we stayed during our 2 visits. This is Villa Geocean, a lovely heritage hotel in White Town where we stayed during our first visit. Our suite had an antique bed with an old world charm, a swing as well as a bathtub. The hotel also had a rooftop pool with a view of the Notre Dame des Anges church, which is right in front of this hotel. Plus, as you can see, the sea and beach are literally at a walking distance from here. For our second visit, we chose a budget option. This is Ginger, a business hotel which offers all the amenities you'd need and is at a location that makes it easy to drive to both Auroville and Pondicherry's main town. Now coming to important travel tips for Pondi. Due to the sultry weather here, I would advise you to keep sipping on cooling drinks to avoid dehydration. Bike rental is the best option because there are many narrow lanes in Auroville where cars can't go and it can get too hot to walk during the day. Many places are closed here on different days, so if you have any must-visit spots in mind, better to ensure your travel dates don't coincide with their holidays.